Good morning, children. Now, our next topic is state parties. What is state parties? Which are the state parties? What are the criteria? While learning this, you have to imagine what you have learned in national parties and what we are learning in state parties. So, we start our topic. Other than national parties, many parties are classified as state parties. Except the national parties, there are many other parties in our country, maybe small or big. How can we classify these parties as state parties? It is classified as state parties, but who recognize it? Who tells us that this is a state party or a national party? For that, there will be a criteria. Which is this body? There is a body means election commission. Election Commission identifies that which party should be classified as national party and which party should be state party. This is one of the criteria which we are going to learn. According to this, election commission decides that which party should be considered as national party and which party should be recognized as state party. This state party is also known as regional party. If you recall that we have learned about national parties are known as recognized parties. Some way, same way, state parties are known as regional parties. Why regional parties? Suppose there is our country in our region there is a state and this state party is limited in that region and these parties works is in that area only. That's why it is known as regional party. If you know the concept that regional outlook but plays a very important role in national politics means it looks regional like AIDMK we can find in Tamil Nadu, Shiv Sena in Maharashtra. These are regional parties but they have important role in national politics. Now you have a question that in national politics how the regional parties have important role. What happens? The party is limited to a state but think that any of party cannot secure the majority. For example, we can take after the year 1991, no party can secure the majority up to the year 2014. Means the party is not getting 272 plus seats. At that time, you have to make coalition government. Means if you have to make government, you need 272 plus seats. But your party has not secured that much seats. So you will need support. So you will take this support from regional parties. Suppose we have an X parties. It secures 200 seats. So it will take the support of the regional party by which they can complete the figure of 273 to form the central government. Like this, regional parties play a important role because when the national parties are compelled to form alliance with state parties, this concept is strengthening of federalism and democracy. We can see the examples of state parties like Samajwadi Party in Uttar Pradesh, Rashtriya Janata Dal in Bihar, Shiv Sena in Maharashtra, Telugu Desam Party in Andhra Pradesh. Okay. So next point is making Indian Parliament diverse. These regional parties make Indian Parliament diverse. Why? Because suppose if I am a member of Parliament and I belong to Shiv Sena party. So what happened if regional party was not there? So can any member of Shiv Sena can come in the Parliament? No. So, as we have taken example as Shiv Sena, there are northeastern state level parties, but we cannot see a active involvement in national level, but they express that region in our parliament. Like recent, if you have followed the MP of Ladakh, has expressed his sayings in parliament. Why we have listened to him? Because he was elected from the regional party and came here. Like this, regional parties make our Indian parliament diverse. Next point. Next point is vote proportion and seats to be recognized as a state party. If any of the party should be recognized as state party, they have to fulfill the criteria. Criteria like we have learned during national parties. So first we recall it. So criteria for national parties where 6% vote is are needed in Lok Sabha or 6% votes in state legislative assembly. And another criteria was we need 4 seats in Lok Sabha elections, means from 445 seats we need 4 seats. Now see state parties. If any of the party wants to recognize himself as a state party, they are also having some criteria. So the first criteria is it needs 6% votes in state legislative assembly. What is state legislative assembly? State legislative assembly means the election is held for chief minister. At that time elections held for MLA, means member of legislative assembly. In this election you need 6% of votes. For example, we can take a state Madhya Pradesh. When there will be elections, number of votes who have given the votes, 6% of voter should get of the voters turnout figure. There is no another option that we have seen in national parties criteria. Here they want 6% votes in state legislative assembly and wins at least 2 seats, means from the total seats at least 2 seats should be won. These are the criteria to form a state parties. So this topic state parties is finished. Now we will start with the challenges to political parties. Political parties face a lot of challenge. These challenges come to the political parties because total everywhere they expose strong dissatisfaction. Whenever a political party fails to perform their functions, so this popular dissatisfaction and this popular opinion about the political parties and various criticism of public, they have focused on 4 problem areas of working of the political parties. So political parties are criticized because of all 4 reasons we are going to discuss now. The first challenge that any political parties face is lack of internal democracy within parties. Lack of internal democracy means that there is tendency within the member of party to concentrate power in the hands of only a few people, especially a few leaders at the top. So since there is lack of internal democracy, the party do not keep interest more and more members. Members are not registered, more and more meetings are not held with the old members, internal elections are not held regularly in the party. Since the democratic process, the democratic practice within single political party is lacking, therefore, it is a big challenge for political parties to work appropriately. So they try to concentrate power only in the hands of few leaders at top, and they do not keep anything or any kind of membership registration, and they do not hold organizational meetings and do not conduct internal elections regularly. Next challenge is that most political parties do not practice open and transparent procedures for their functioning. So, ordinary workers in a political party, they do not get much scope to rise to the top in a party and help in the decision making process and help in framing their policies and ideologies, because in many political parties it has seen that the top position of that political parties is always controlled by the one family, and this thing is very common in India. So the top leaders, they assume a greater power. They are the only one who make decisions in the name of the party, and the other members, they are always at the bottom, never get the opportunity to move at par with the top members of the particular family who is ruling that political party in one way or the other, and this is very common in our country. The third challenge is growing role of money and muscle power in parties. There are parties who try to win elections by using shortcut method. So they use lot of money as bribe. Then at time they also use power and violence in order to ensure that they get votes during elections. And there are also many cases that parties support criminals so that they can win the elections on the behalf of the party by using their muscle power. Also, there are many rich people, many rich company, businessmen, and the NMCs who give funds to the various political parties so that political parties works or they make their policies and decisions in such a way so that it is beneficial for those companies who have given them funds. So this is the third challenge, which is again very common in India. Fourthly, people do not find parties to be a meaningful choice for their votes. So sometimes people do not feel like voting because they feel that they do not have much options. They find it very difficult to have options. So there is lack of options. So they find it difficult to keep on voting for the same set of leaders every time. Again, there is another problem with this. Many a times in India we have seen that there is tendency with the member of one political party to change his party. So when a person keeps on shifting from one party to another, then it becomes difficult for the people to decide as to which party to vote for or which party to support. They are always in dilemma as to they should support this particular person because he belongs to particular party, or he should be supporting because of his ideologies. So people do not find parties to be a meaning choice. Therefore their votes. So these are four challenges that we have done today. With this, I am going to give you two questions in homework. Define a regional party. Give the names of any 5 regional parties in India. Question number 2. Popular dissatisfaction and criticism has focused in 4 problem areas in the working of political parties. Discuss. These two questions you have to write in the notebook and you have to send the answers. Thank you.